The UFC Champion roster at the moment is the best it has ever been in history. Talent-wise. Star-wise, maybe not, but we got a good pack here. However, nothing lasts forever, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that is a good thing in some cases. I mean, today we're going to talk about who's the next champion in each weight class. Doesn't mean that they, at the current state, beat the champion, but it just means that the champions are so dominant right now. If they retire, if they do fuck all, who's going to be the next guy to take up that belt? So let's get right into it. What's a fun division to start with? Well, we're going to start with the icon of this channel. I think this is not even a rage bait pick. I think Jiří Procházka is going to become the next light heavyweight champion. And no. He does not beat Alex. I love this guy, but he does not beat Alex. He beats everybody else though. And I might even do a separate video on this if he wins his next fight, but we got to put some respect on this guy's name. Seriously, I wasn't kidding when I said that this is Alex's best win in the last video. People started saying, you can't say that shit. Yes, I can. I am saying that shit, and I'm serious about it. This guy fought the who's who of light heavyweight. He beat all of them but Alex Pereira. Who's there that he hasn't beat yet? I think he beats Mirzakhanov, who's the nearest guy in the top 5 that he hasn't knocked out yet. And of course, it's not dominant wins. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he goes out there, fucking dog walks people for 5 rounds straight. No. His strategy is to eat punches, absorb the power, and then push the power back onto the opponent and knock them out. And it works. It works. So that's why I think what will happen is Alex is going to go up. Because if we really think about this, at light heavyweight, what's there for him at the moment? There's the Ulberg fight, and there's the Jiří fight, and the Ankalaev rematch. No. So the Jiří fight is a good fight. We all want to see that fight. Or maybe we want to see the Ulberg fight, but we wouldn't mind seeing that fight. But it's not going to be the biggest barn burner, because we have seen it twice before. The Ulberg fight, we want to see it as fans of the sport, but what casual, what average pay-per-view buyer is going to know Carlos Ulberg? Fucking nobody, right? So what's going to happen is Alex is going to go up, get a heavyweight fight, whoever the fuck it is. Let's not even talk about that. It could be Aspinall, it could be Jones, it could be Tai Tuivasa. Matter of fact. But what's going to happen is he's going to vacate the belt because there's no fight for him at the moment. And we're going to see Jiří versus Ulberg for the vacant belt. And hear me out. If you don't pick Jiří in this fight, what kind of dude are you? Why? Why would you not pick Jiří? He's gonna take first of all, what Ulberg does is he's gonna look at you at range, just kind of try to mog you, try to look cool and everything, keep that straight look on his face, and Jiří's just gonna walk him down. He's not gonna play around with that. Ulberg's not gonna range max on him because Jiří is built like John Jones basically, without the dad bod and all that flabby shit. And try to put out Jiří with a punch. Roundtree tried doing that, and didn't work for 3 rounds. And I think Jiří is gonna literally drown Ulberg. I mean, I think he beats Ulberg, and I think he just beats Mirzakhanov by being significantly bigger, having significantly more range. I don't even know why Rakic fumbled that. That should have not gone the Mirzakhanov way. But I told my friends don't pick Rakic for the parlay. They still did, but I told them not to because he's just going to sell the bag like he does all the time. It's not going to be like that with Jiří. Jiří doesn't sell the parlay. And that's why I think he's the next champion of this weight class. Let's get into I think that one isn't even controversial, first of all. Jiří is not controversial. You know what? I will put one up here. You might say he just got knocked out by Fracek, fighting nerds, this and that. I'm not saying he's close to the belt in the next year. I don't think that will happen, but I think he's still a tadpole in the sport. He's only had like 4 fights in the UFC, and he did do good against Lopez. Not in the first round, but he did do good. I love this striking that he portrayed in the Lopez fight. He was kind of piecing him up before he got a spinning elbow. So, what do we make of this? I think he would beat Lopez in a rematch. Don't attack me. Sorry, I might have pinched a nerve there. You might not like the fighting nerds. I just think that the way this guy looks, he could have beat Volk. Maybe not after the Lopez fight, but I think we just have to kind of think bigger here, because hear me out. Hear me out. Volk is the current champion. Volk's going to fight it's probably going to be Evloev, right? He's going to fight Evloev. He's going to beat Evloev. Evloev is not going to beat Volk. Let's just get that out the way. I think all of you agree with that. Or Murphy fights Volk. And you think Lerone fucking Murphy beats Volk? No, it's not going to happen either. Diego Lopez is going to fight Murphy. And Volk already beat Lopez. So whoever wins that kind of arms race there and gets to Volk is going to lose. And then Volk is either going to have 1 or 2 more fights. And then he's going to retire. So we're going to have another guy out of the picture, out of these, Lopez, Murphy, and the other guy's name. And he's probably going to get a nice finish in his next fight against some blockhead. Get another number 1 contender fight, because he's just a big name. And I think he beats all the other contenders, apart from maybe Lopez. But I still think he has a chance in a rematch. And I think that's why he is a decent pick for the next featherweight champion. Don't take my word for it, but I think out of all of them, in the moment, it's the best looking one. So don't hate me for it. Please hear me out on this. This is not rage bait. I kind of rage baited in the last video. I'll admit it. But this is not rage bait. I'm actually trying to make good points here. There's probably other people in the same conversation. I hear you. But this is just my personal opinion of who's kind of the closest. And, anything can happen. So let's not yap too much. Let's get into the Bantamweight champion, Ariel Helwani. I mean, solid win streak. Jose Aldo, Cheeto, which is, of course, definitely not true. Umar is clearly, in my opinion, the next. The fuck is okay? Yeah, my kind of thing is bugging a little bit. Umar is, in my opinion, the next Bantamweight champion. And you might not like Umar. I don't personally like him that much, but he just looked so good in his last fight. And Batista isn't a can. It's not a bad one. I think he showed that he wasn't a can anymore. We got to kind of put some respect on his name. But I think Umar is really... It's like a Max Holloway Volk type situation. No, but he's not going to beat Merab. Hell no. I don't think that's going to be the case. But I still think he would beat Sean O'Malley. I think he would have a close competitive fight that he would edge out against Peter Yan. And I think he beat Sandhagen, and he's probably going to beat Song Yadong as well. He's beating all the contenders. And Merab's strat is just kind of fucking, punching the piggy bag a little bit, just kind of spanking the piggy bag till you're like 39 and then retire, because he knows that after that it's not a good financial situation as a UFC fighter. So he's just trying to get the title defense speedrun record at the moment, and he's going to retire in the next year. And Umar is still young. He's going to take it after. And until we have some magical talent like Ayman Zahabi just show up and get in his prime at 39 years of age, I think Umar is the next champion. Next, we have welterweight. Ooh, I'm picking JDM against Islam. But I think Islam is the next welterweight champion. Because welterweight is just a little bit weird. There's a little bit of a logjam there at the moment. I think Islam would beat Sean Brady. I think he's not going to fight Bilal. I think Shavkat isn't even in the picture anymore. Just his bones are made out of fucking sugar, bro. This guy is as durable as a silicone dildo. Well, that's pretty durable. Like a Lego. like a Lego, like, you know, the 2x2 that just go really long and they just fucking snap when you're like 8 years old, when you know, place together your Lego Death Star. That's what like Chavkat is at the moment. I don't know why. I would love to see him in the mix, but it's not doing much, man. So we're left with basically this guy, and a couple other people, and I think he beats all of them straight up. He's very good. Go to the sport if he beats JDM, but I'm gonna pick JDM over him. I'll make a separate video to that. I already did one in the past, but algorithm didn't like me at the time. Now it kind of does. So yeah, I think pretty solid pick here. And then next, Anthony Hernandez, man, because nobody's beating Khamzat at the moment. I think doesn't look like it, but this guy beat the Lidze. It's not the best win, but if you really just think about it, I think the way that this guy fights, I mean, he kind of looks like a lesbian, like a skinny fat lesbian, but you got to put some respect on his name. His grappling is really good. Showed it against Brendan Allen, who beat Reinier de Ridder, and I'm MMA mathing a little bit here, but I just think that the pressure he fights with is hard to prepare for, and a lot of fighters don't have that kind of pace for 5 rounds in them. And to win against Hernandez, you just kind of have to put him out early, and you know, like with punches to the body. Kevin Holland did it. So I don't know. It's a little bit of a wishy-washy situation here because I don't know how long Khamzat will be around for. But just based on vibes at the moment, I think Fluffy looks like the future champion. I don't know, though. Next one we have, this is a fun one. Joshua Van. Now, is he going to be Pantoja again? No, I don't think so. I think Pantoja will make light work of him and submit him in the first 2 rounds. However, this guy isn't just some blob, right? And I don't know why my mouse is operating at 2 FPS at the moment, but this guy beat the number 1 contender pretty fairly, Brandon Royval. That's a pretty solid win, dude. This kid's like 20, dude. That's a pretty solid win in my book. He still has a lot to prove. He's very small for the division, but I mean, he's the number 1 contender in Flyweight, and he's like 20. I don't know how the fuck he got there. I mean, he did beat Brandon, but he's going to stick around there, and he's going to have so many chances to improve himself. And I don't think anybody, you know, Pantoja's going to retire in the next 2 years. We've got a bunch of old fucking champions, dude. So I think that's just the way it goes, man. I don't have much to say. I have 2 semi-controversial ones. But you just gotta hear me out, man. Just gotta hear me out. All right. Max Holloway. Because this is only happening if Ilya fucking, you know, retires. Let's just keep it straight. Hey. All you Ilya Glazers, I didn't attack you. I didn't attack your wife. I didn't attack your kids, your belt. Ilya is staying the fucking lightweight champion if he wants to. If he goes up, that's a different conversation. That's the one we're having here. The next champion. They're not beating fucking Ilya, dude. Max is not beating Ilya in a rematch. Neither is Arman. Neither is fucking Patty. And if we really look at just like the top guys here, Arman could beat Max Holloway, but I don't rate Arman that high, man. I don't know why. I just don't rate him that high. I think he's kind of like inactive. I just haven't seen that much of him yet, you know? I think he got beat by Gamrot, man. I don't even know the story behind that fight, but officially on paper, he got beat by Gamrot. So, I think Holloway looked phenomenal at 155. I think he looked good against Ilya in their first fight, though he lost. And I think that he's still young, and I think he has the potential to get a title shot after beating Oliveira. I don't know if he... I think he would beat Oliveira as much as it hurts, and I might pick Oliveira against him just based on fucking vibes. But yeah, man, this is a hard one. But I just have the feeling that this is the most logical one if Topuria ever just kind of vanishes. And then for the next one, please don't stone me in public. and humiliate me because I don't like this guy. But it's the same story, man. It's kind of the same story for all these next champions. Cyril is the only guy that Tom hasn't chinned yet in like 1 minute, dude. And I don't like this guy. I think what he did against Tom was absolutely slimy. I saw him get submitted by Jones in round 1. I saw him get blobbed by Ngannou for 3 rounds. But if we go after Aspinall being the champ, he has the highest chance of beating him. And it doesn't mean that he beats him. I don't think he fucking beats him. I want to take the discount on Aspinall in the rematch. Oh yeah, put that on my fucking sports betting book, bro. Give me a discount on Aspinall. I'm putting the house on Aspinall next time. But if it had to be one of these heavyweight blobs, I mean, Ante Delijah's going to get tested next week, but haven't seen that much of him apart from the third nipple he has. Cyril Gane is just the only like athletic dude there, and you know Volkov wouldn't beat Aspinall, and this guy at least kind of would, but he's not going to type shit. So that's the fucking list, man. These are all speculative, dude. If you don't like my opinion, form your own. That's just what I think, and I think I kind of made a good case for every single one of them. I'm not saying it's going to be like that way, but at the current time, dude, everything can change, dude. Cyril Gane could get fucking beat by Mighty Mouse tomorrow in the gym, get fucking slept. I can't predict that shit. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. This is my kind of list. I hope you guys can relate. Like I said, we're kind of doing a little bit of a different type of video here this week because we have absolute nobody's fighting on the main event, and I think it's going to be a snoozer. But, yeah, let's go, guys. Great fight. We're having the face cam in here. If you want to keep it around, feel free to let me know. I'm probably going to anyways, though. So I'll see you guys. Thanks for paying attention, for not having a TikTok attention span. And yeah, I'll see you guys.